Alright, welcome back everybody. Part 3, the battle for Washington. And I can see he's trying to get at my 10-pounders here, so I gotta quickly, or 24-pounders, I gotta quickly get over here and deal with them before they get a volley into these guys, which it looks like they may do. But right now, this phase is we're back up to the northern side, and really, honestly, I just need to hold everybody right where I am. Inflict some more casualties, try to wipe out as much of his army as I possibly can. I'm not entirely sure whether or not this is an issue that I need to get down further south in order to have these units available for the next phase. So I guess that's something I have to consider, but we'll see what happens when these contested timers all tick down. It may automatically trigger the next phase of the battle. He's going to occupy these fortifications, and honestly I couldn't care less. I don't have any desire to hold those. The only thing I'm really worried about right now is supply. What I could probably do if I need to is drop some of these guns back so they can resupply at the fort. There's no supply in this fort though. Alright, so he's going to come back, he's going to occupy some of these areas, he's going to probably throw himself at the forts a little bit, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm just going to wait to see if this ends with the contested timer. Alright, so it did in fact finish that phase as soon as that contested timer was ticked down. So now we get to move our troops south and kind of consolidate everything. So I'm going to I've got this fort. I've got to rush troops down. And of course, this is my weakest area already, but I've got to rush troops down now and take the last fort, which is Fort Thomas. Overall, the numbers look good. I've got him by about 35,000 men. Now, granted, that's not as many as I could have had. I almost had double his forces, so he's actually condensed and closed the gap a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting into position. I'm going to have to move some forces down from all sides. I've got 5 hours to do this, which is more than enough time. So I've just got to be cautious and decide how and where I want to move these forces to give myself the best chance to do this. Again, I'm going to bring my weaker forces, my assault forces as they're labeled, because I want to save the more elite forces, the 2- and 3-star units as a defense force for the forts moving forward when he counterattacks in the second phase of this battle for Washington. And it looks like he's pulling back now too. So there's a lot to manage here. I'm going to try to keep these guys occupied, but it looks like he may be pulling back on this side too. It's just tricky to figure out where I'm going to do this. He's pulling everybody back. There's a lot happening, and they're all in different places here. This is kind of interesting. I'm going to slow things down for just a second because he's marching down toward this fort, which means I'm going to have to do the same. I'm going to have to send troops down to help out. or else they're going to overwhelm me down here. Yeah, this whole line's going to have to march south. Alright, we can go back to normal speed for a little bit here. Oh boy. So I sent this cavalry after Buell, but suddenly I ran into several more brigades. So this gets tricky. There's a lot going on here. A lot to manage. Alright, let's deal with these guys. I don't think Sully's going to hold up too well over here by himself. I need to drive these guns out so I can maybe occupy these fortifications here. I think we're gonna, yep, we just wiped out the 9th Veterans. I had a feeling they were about to be gone. Alright, what's he got left? He's got 45,000 men left. I outnumber him by about 36,000 at the moment. That probably won't be the last unit that I completely wipe off the battlefield. But I'm still worried about this fort here. For good reason. There's another supply area that I can grab right here that might be helpful. Alright. Wiped out that unit there. We need to move. Start shifting over toward this other fort. I'm assuming once I take that other fort and it's not contested, that'll trigger the next day of the battle, which might bail out some of these troops down here. There goes Sully. I had a feeling he wouldn't last there. Alright, seems I'm largely uncontested at the moment over here. I just don't know how many troops he's got in Fort Thomas. But he's at 40, just under 44,000 total. But I know a lot of them are over here. Oh, okay, Shaver. Let's take out this battery. Take out this battery. He left his artillery up here but moved his infantry back. This is the unit I was trying to grab these supplies with. Alright, we're about to make contact over here now. Alright, I'm going to pause for just a second so I can kind of get my bearings and get ready for this assault on the fort. Okay, so I'm thinking I want to just kind of pull back a little bit here for now. I don't feel like I have enough help over here yet, so I'm going to try to get some more help over there. Same thing here. I need to pull Sully back. I'm going to try to start shifting some of these units this way. I've got plenty of time. I've got 3 hours and 43 minutes. I need to take advantage of that. But at the same time, he's going to keep sending more troops over here, I think. So, the toughest part is I don't have a clear line to get more down there unless I go right along the edge of the map here. Which means I may need to escort these guys, if I'm going to, especially if I'm going to take some artillery. I'll probably have to send some troops to escort them. I'll screen with Paige. I'll let these guys sit here, and we might just shoot it out for a little while. Maybe he'll get aggressive and try to send somebody at me, which would be even better. I'll start shifting these units over that way. Oh man, this is bad. Alright, so I'm going to actually go ahead and drop out here in just a minute if I can get things to kind of clear up enough. Maybe that's not happening. I was going to drop out and just re-engage the video when we get to the assault on Fort Thomas, but it seems like there's still a lot going on, so I'll stick with it for now. Now he's coming for Washington itself. Alright, let's go ahead and take these supplies. Alright, slow down, McGowan. We're hitting his main line. That's not good. But at least, hopefully, I'm drawing troops away from the fort by doing this. Just a lot going on in a lot of different directions right now. See if we can merge these two units together. Alright, we'll get our support down here with the guns. It's 7:30, so this thing can go into the evening all the way into 10:30, it looks like. But I don't imagine it's going to give me any grace period after that. He's down to 41,000. There we go, we got the supplies. I'm going to bring up these guns and troops just to get resupplied. Alright, hello. Hopefully I can keep pushing these guys this way. I still don't know what he's got in the fort itself, which makes me nervous. He just launched a melee attack on Morrison's assault. Yeah, I kind of messed that one up there. There's just so much going on in this battle, it's crazy. A lot of area to cover. Alright, we're getting reinforcements down in this area now. Let's get these guns up, and then I might feel like I've got a shot. He's only got 500 men guarding this line now. And he's down to just 39,000 men. So we are inflicting a lot of casualties. I'm gonna speed things up just for a minute. I'm gonna go deal with this battery. And now that these guns are in position, I'll think about this assault. This is kind of an ugly situation here. I want to get Lauman out of there. Alright, I'm going to pause again, and I'm going to get ready to launch this attack on the fort. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I know I'm pretty limited here, and I'm just afraid he's probably got more troops than I can handle. Let's go ahead and get close enough to where I can see just what he's got in this fort before I make my move. And I'm going to start shifting these 24 pounders over so I can maybe get them a little closer. Hopefully inflict some casualties from out here. And soften up those defenses a little bit before I get into the assault. Looks like he's trying to shift more over that way, so I might have to do the same. I still can't quite see. I wonder if I break off some skirmishers, if that'll help. Alright, there. I can at least see the first unit that's sitting there. Oh, look at this. He's coming at me. Already then. Actually kind of makes my job a little easier. Really not sure why he would do that. He's down to 36,500 men. I was going to send another unit out there. Oh, no, 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 boys. No, no, no. That's a terrible idea. Alright, now I want to get these guns firing back on the fortifications. Oh, there's somebody over here. Oh, it's these guns firing on me. Alright, everything else is pretty quiet at the moment. I'm just not doing enough damage on these guys right now. Pull these guys back. There's no need to engage these men in the fortifications here. Alright, so we're gonna pummel this fort for a little while and hope I can soften them up a bit. Even though I'm not inflicting a lot of casualties, what I'm hoping is happening here is that I'm at least maybe hurting his will to fight a little bit. And then I'm just going to try to punch a hole right in the middle here. Because I don't know what he's got behind there. He might have some bigger regiments. Alright, here we go. This may not go well. My biggest fear is that I'm going to have a hard time defending this fort. Even when I do take it. Let's at least drive these guys off the wall. He just took Washington. But I'll sit back here and I'll just sneak back in and take that once I've secured the fort. Man, this is gonna be tough. I can't even get far enough to even hit the walls of the fort before I get driven back. Brutal. Alright, so my main concern here is that I just don't know if I've got enough to get this done. I'm going to try to move down into here before he gets somebody else to occupy these fortifications. See if I can't get my guns a little closer. Plus, I want to relieve myself of the pressure of having fire coming in on my flanks while I assault the fort. So I'm going to start moving down here first. He's going to try to reoccupy these fortifications, it looks like. Let's wipe these guys out if I can. And hoping maybe I can get a few more units over there. Because it looks like he's doing the same. He's shifting more over there. Yep, he's coming over here with everything he's got. And I'll leave a little bit back in this fort, but for the most part I don't think I need him. Oh man, I hit another bigger brigade back there. I just want to keep him out of these fortifications. We'll get some more reinforcements down here. I think he may try to take Washington at some point, so I may let him do that and then just sneak back in with my cavalry at the last second. He's back in the fortifications. Let's hit him before he forms up. I'm going to use Morrison for a second as a screen while I get the rest of these guys over here. Oh man, there's the rest of his troops back here. If I can maybe drive these guys off, it makes my job easier. I can maybe hit the fort from the entrance. I've got lots of time yet, so I'm not in a real big hurry. Oh boy. Didn't think about him occupying this spot right here. probably too late to bring these guys down, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Just in case. Yeah, things have gotten a little quieter. These guys are going to get wiped out. And they're gone. Hour and 21. I do need to keep at least one eye on that clock. This worries me a little bit too because he's starting to move a lot of troops down toward Washington. I may need to move up a little bit just to refocus him. Maybe get these guys to come back up this way. Alright, I'm going to move these guns up a little more. Closer to the fort. Alright, let's pause and then this time I think I will get this attack underway. Okay, let's do this. Wow, these guys got driven back just while standing there. So I have to send these units just because I need to. The more units I have coming at him, the more places he has to spread out his fire. He's actually occupying these fortifications. That's crazy. And somehow I'm getting rear flanked because of it? Come on. This is kind of crazy when you have a guy march in from over here and occupy those fortifications. A little ridiculous. Because I don't even know how to fire on these guys. It won't let any of my guns fire on him. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. All's well that ends well, I guess. He's actually pulled out of the fort. At least out of the front fortifications. Okay, these units are starting to get into position up here. My main concern now while I'm taking the fort is, can I draw these guys away so that I can sneak back in and take the city? I ought to be able to deal with these guys in their fortification because I'm firing on them from multiple sides. There's one stubborn unit under favor, doesn't want to go. There he goes. Alright. Now this will deal with Cobham. He's down to 33,000 men, but I'm down to 73,000. But I feel like that's enough to defend against him. But I guess we'll see. Oh boy. He sent an infantry brigade to come up and support this artillery. Whoa. Okay, now the tricky part comes in sneaking back up to take Washington, but not doing it too early. And I'm hoping he doesn't have an infantry brigade sitting on that objective. I may need to act as though he does and plan accordingly. These are actually mounted infantry, so I'm gonna dismount them. Alright, he does have infantry there, but not a lot. Alright, now we just wait 24 minutes. And I'll be into a phase I've never done before, which is defending against the counterattack. The last time I played my campaign was right in the middle of when they updated to the final version of the game, and for some reason it glitched out after I took Washington and didn't allow me the opportunity to do the counterattack defense. So that's going to be all entirely new territory for me. Hoping this contested isn't an issue, because I held it before. Looks like it's going to let it tick out. So as soon as this contested timer goes away, we'll be done with the day, finally. My goodness. That's a lot of casualties. I lost 50,000 men taking Washington. All right, we proceed to the next day. Gonna wrap it up right there, but let's go ahead and at least take a look at the situation a little bit and see what we're going to be facing in the counterattack. It's like waiting, you know, you're like, oh my gosh, 164,000 men coming at me. All right, coming at me from all sides with 164,000 men and 752 guns. Are you kidding me? This is going to be insane. All right, we're going to see what we're up against. I've got some reinforcements to throw in. I did save some of my men, but only about 8,000. So I'm going to wrap it up right there. I'm going to get refit and prepare as best I can for the defense of the city against what I know will be just crazy overwhelming numbers. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I know there's some things I could have done better, and it may be that I need to go back and replay this battle a little more patiently and not lose quite so many men, because I'm probably only going to be defending with about 80 or 85,000 men, I think. So it's going to be 2-1. I may have to go back and replay, keeping in mind I don't have to take those forts right away. But we'll see how it goes. We'll give it a run, and then we'll restart if we need to. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up if you would, and we'll be back with the defense of the city tomorrow.